So big changes are coming now that I've decided it's finally time to shake up my collection. Partly because one, I 100% acknowledge that I have more than anyone realistically needs, let alone someone like me in my very, very unglamorous lifestyle. And two, less can be more. In fact, less can help me justify the more, if that makes sense. Like, I don't want to feel guilty about owning trophy bags that don't get used, but I can at least be strategic about the number of trophy bags I own so they will always symbolically feel like trophy bags, right? Like, you can only have so many Holy Grail bags before they are no longer holy and they are just hoarded clutter. So step one of the new strategic plan is to let go of everything that I am not consistently using and that I don't consider to be trophy Holy Grail type bags. Like, think about it. Let's say if I considered a black Mini Kelly to be an ultimate Holy Grail bag, then realistically I could sell all of my other designer, all of my Dior, Louis Vuitton, and all of my other Hermes bags that I like but I am not using. And even if it took 10 or 15 bags to buy this Mini Kelly, then that's just what we're going to do. Which, by the way, no, a black Mini Kelly is not an ultimate Holy Grail bag for me. Plus, realistically, I also know I'm not a one trophy bag type person either. Not right now, at least. So I don't know what my number is yet. That's kind of like step 2 and beyond after I see what I have left. But looking through my collection, like at this moment, I'm kind of shocked that there are only 6 bags in total out of my entire collection that I consider to be Holy Grail tier trophy bags. So if you are curious as to what bags these are, the only 6 bags that I can say are safe in my collection for now, then please keep on watching. Welcome back to our briefcase of luxury, where we love to chat about all things related to life, learning, and luxury. While I have no intentions of quitting my day job as a business professor, I would love to continue to grow this channel, so thank you for being here today. I will eventually have to tackle what this means for all of my other bags, but let's focus on the ones that are safe in my collection for now. And by the way, this doesn't mean they are forever bags either. Like, I am free to change my mind in the future, and when I do, I will gladly let these go, because chances are it means I have new trophy bags that I'm gunning for, and I don't think that's being fickle. These are all just things, right? And I can change my mind on what type of things I like. All right, on to the bags. I'm going to start with the first 2 that are kind of unique in the sense that, yes, these are trophy bags, but these are also bags that I actually use or have a very strong use case for. First up is my Birkin 35 in Togo leather in the color raisin with palladium hardware. Unless you are new to my channel, then you probably already know that this is hands down one of my most used bags, only because she is my favorite. She is my go-to work bag. And as long as I am working where I am working now, doing what I currently do, I have a feeling I will always have a Birkin 35 in my collection. But I'm also at the same time, like, I'm not emotionally attached to this specific one. So if I'm ever ready for a different color or hardware, then yeah, I'm absolutely down for changing it up. But for now, I really, really enjoyed this color and hardware combo. It's just so low key, relaxed, and fuss free. Like, this has been the perfect heavy duty work tote for me. The second keeper in my collection is my Constance 24 in Epsom leather in the color Gris Asphalt in the scratched gold hardware. Not the brushed hardware, but scratched hardware, which is going to be the natural progression of the hardware with any Constance. So either get on board or get out of its way if you can't fathom this happening. So this is more of a use case versus a use count situation, as in, if this is my bougie travel bag, which it is, that is its official title in my collection. So if this is my bougie travel bag, then I really don't need any more bougie travel bags. So all of my other designer travel bags can now honestly go, because I don't do enough different types of bougie traveling to justify having more than one. So that's the reason why she is staying. Again, I'm also not emotionally attached to this bag either, but unlike the Birkin 35, where I have used it long enough, like years at this point, I know that the Birkin 35 works for me and that I would likely replace it with another Birkin 35 should I ever feel frisky. I can't say for certain that I would replace this with another Constance 24 if ever one day I decided I wanted to upgrade to another new bougie travel bag. So yes, these two are unique because the whole point of allowing myself to own a certain number of trophy bags is to not feel guilty when they don't get used, right? Because I feel like most trophy bags we baby because of their high value and the fear of wear and tear affecting that value. But that's clearly not the case here with either of these bags. These have been so heavily used and abused that by no means will I get my money back on them. And that's totally fine. I mean, look at the hardware on the Constance and look at just the complete loss of structure at this point for my Birkin, plus all of my cornerware. Like, I am not precious with this bag at all when I use it for work. So yeah, it has definitely seen better days, and it was in much, much better condition when I first bought these. So again, when it comes to these two bags, I'm totally fine with the amount of wear and tear I've put on it and the fact that I won't get my money back. But what I also find interesting is that I don't have any true sentimental attachment to them either, which is not the case at all with these next two bags, which are my Hermes Picotin 18 in Noir with palladium hardware and my Cartier Panthère de Graphique bag in the small size. Like, these are two bags in my collection that are sentimental to me, as in I want to keep them for now, not because I use them a lot, but because they hold a lot of important memories for me. Again, I know that's a topic of conversation too, right? How there are people saying that you should let go of bags that you're not using, even if they are sentimental, even if they were gifted to you or you bought them for a really important milestone or on a really memorable vacation, etc. And for the most part, I do agree with that. I've definitely been on that train where if it's not being used, it has to go, regardless of the sentimentality. But the issue is when every bag you own you consider to be sentimental, and now we're back to that hoarding situation. So, in my case, I have definitely been more comfortable letting go of sentimental bags. But for now, these are two bags that I've decided to hang on to for sentimental reasons. So even if they will never be my most used bags, even if I don't have a justified use case for them, I'm acknowledging that this is the purpose they serve in my collection. And last two bags, but definitely not least, these are my two later additions from this year, my Chanel Book Walk and my Louis Vuitton Book Walk. And it could be that because these are some of my latest purchases, that the newness or novelty for them haven't quite worn off in my system yet. But these are clearly about as trophy bags go, like these are limited edition themed bags that are collector pieces through and through. And in this case, even if I never wear these bags, even if they never leave my closet, they never leave my house, I'm okay with that, as opposed to guilting myself for buying bags that never get used. Like in this case, these are just really expensive shelf decor that happen to be bags that look like books. And while I do want to add a couple more, I also don't want all of my trophy bag slots to be book-shaped bags either. So we're probably going to cap this set at about 3 to 4 pieces in total. Now, am I being overly harsh? Like, will I regret it if I legit got rid of everything in my collection besides these 6 bags? Also, keep in mind, this doesn't include the sizable number of non-designer bags that I actually prefer to use on a daily basis. So it's not like I'm turning into a minimalist by any means, but I'm just at the point where I would like to own fewer but more special bags, even if it comes down to just like owning 3 knockout bags that will require me to trade in 30 to 40 handbags for, you know what I mean? Like, I'm at the point where I don't need practical bags. Like, I have more than enough of those. I'm absolutely beyond covered in that area. So as much as I like and I'm curious about like the Loewe Puzzle Light or the Celine New Trio flat bag, because they are very practical bags, I don't need any more practical bags. I'm now looking for bags where I can be like, dang, I can't believe I have this. So we'll see where things go from here in terms of what I plan to do with everything else that's not one of these 6 bags, and what Holy Grail trophy bags do I want to add, and how many bags I want to limit myself to. It's really not about restricting myself or even being financially responsible. It's about having a collection where I don't feel overwhelmed and where I feel like my Holy Grail bags can really shine, you know? Which means the unboxings are going to be few and far in between for next year. But when they do happen, man, they're going to be something special. So let me know what you think of this new strategic plan and what you would be willing to give up in exchange for your Holy Grail bags. Like, are you willing to sell off half of your collection in exchange for that one special bag? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching until the end of the video. And if you enjoyed your time here, then please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I can't wait to see you back next time.